Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Authentic Info Podcast. I'm your host, Admas Andrechog. Now, we're going to look at the ANC Women's League election or elective conference. We saw leadership changing. We saw Batapile Dlamini losing dismally with a very great margin. And she looked very disappointed, although she swallowed the pride and went to hug the new leader, CCC. Now, the ANC Women's League held its election conference. We saw the president making his close address. We saw the Secretary General of the ANC making some address and making sure, even though there were delays, that we end up having a conference that gives results and that is successful. So, the new leaders are as follows. The new leader or president is Sisi Tolashe, who was born in 1959. The deputy president is Lungi Kabashe. Secretary General is Nogutula Kaba. The Treasurer General is Makwin Letsoha Matai, was born 1969. The Deputy Secretary General is Dina Pule, who was born in 1960. These are old people. Although we understand that in the ANC there is no other league that is specific for girls. We know that young people meet and contest each other in the youth league, in the ANC Youth League. But what happens after the ANC Youth League as a woman? What happens to you in the ANC? The ANC is going to point three people. One, Stella Ndaben Abrams and things like that, to say she's a woman, she's a minister, she was a minister at an early age. But what about the rest? To tell you the truth, the way I see it, there's no room for young people in the ANC leadership. Minister of Women, tell me how old she is. Minister of Women and Youth, tell me how old she is. Wherever there are portfolios that needs to be occupied by women, you will realize that it is an older ANC Magogo. I understand experience is needed in leadership. But there are, for example, if you want to be a leader, you don't necessarily have to be paid. You can make a difference even if you're not paid. Sometimes as a leader, you can volunteer to be an advisor. And you can even paid to be an advisor. But someone who must occupy a leadership position must be energetic, vibrant, educated, skilled, with energy, ready, to learn, ready to grow within leadership. But that is not the case. And the reason I actually hate this is because even in government, that's the case. Because in government, for you to occupy a leadership position, you must be old. You must be 57, Baba. You are left with 3 years to go to pension. They give you a position. It's painful. It's bad. And this is the direction that even the EFF, I think, is going to take or is taking. They are introducing young people, older people. Jimmy Man is very old. I think he's 61, if not 60. They say they want this experience. No, I don't agree with that. And these are the people who are going to, let's say the EFF takes power. These are the people who are going to be ministers because they will be bringing in their experience. 61, straight to parliament. Recently joined the EFF, Jimmy Man. I don't agree with that move. Even the youth league, in the women's league, with the women's league it's worse because in the ANC top 6, I don't think they have a representation. I don't think they do. The new top 6 of the women's league, I don't think they have representation in the ANC top 6 And that's an imbalance. How are they going to represent the youth or issues? I mean, the women or issues of women? Because I think there should be, for example, space that is left for a leader of the Women's League to occupy in the ANC top 6, and the leader of the Youth League to occupy in the ANC top 6, so that we can see representation of both women and youth. But we don't have that. And we know that the ANCWL is a ruling party, and these Women's League and Youth League, they have to listen to the ANC. And I know there are national executives or things like that, and people are going to come on me to say, no, I don't understand politics. It's fine. These are my views. Older women should just rest. I love women. I'm raised by a woman. My grandmother is still alive, but she doesn't participate, in leadership positions actively, even at home. We get advice, and young people lead. Because she has been there, she has done that. Even this one of the ANC Women's League, she was born 1959. She's old. They say she brings in experience. What experience? She can bring experience, as an advisor. But it seems like that is not the case. It seems like that is not the case. And it's bad. It's bad. And it's very, they tolerate it in the ANC. You check the age of our president, it's very old. You check Guatemala, it's very old. They are there, they are leading. You check parliament, the representation of young people is not there in the ANC. And we young people expect change in government. And I tell you, the composition of the structure of leadership based on age and education of the ruling party, even government led by that party is going to take the same direction. There's no way that you can be a director at age 23 in South Africa in a government department. Never. Even if you can come with 2 master's degrees, they won't give you. Even if you are fully qualified, they will tell you of experience. And that's what is happening in these political parties. And that's why I say I'm scared when I see a political party like the EFF starting to talk to old people in leadership positions. They should advise. They should let young people make mistakes. Because when they are there, they are deciding for our future. They are living in their future. They are old. So I don't know South Africa. I don't know how you see this, but I don't support leadership that consists of gogos and abomadala. I don't agree. I believe that young people should be afforded a chance to lead while these elders are still alive, so that they can correct us. But that is not the case in South Africa. That is not the case in politics in South Africa. That is not the case in government in South Africa. You only find that in private sector. It's bad. And sometimes experienced people are very, stubborn when it comes to change and introducing new ways of doing things. They are very stubborn. When you go to government, it's documents and documents and documents, books and books. For what? It's because the leaders are old. They want to open a page or do something. But everything should be done, in a soft copy. We should work, visually and see, share information. There's no need to have bigger printers, bulk papers, and there are no spaces in their offices. It's because they're older people. And the ANC is continuing to give. I mean, this woman is expected to lead for the next 5 years. The leadership that was elected in Nasrec in December is expected to lead for the next 5 years. And most of them are still going to contest even after that. But they are old. So, don't they trust young people? Don't they trust us? I think this is a question for debate. Or you guys need to educate me so that I understand. The comment section is open below. You can comment. You can educate me so that I understand the role of older people in leadership, especially who are supposed to be in pension, by the way. Thank you.